Hey guys, what's up? Chris with heavyheadsrecords.com here. Um, I was on this Reddit post. I'm actually in Nashville sourcing vinyl and have a great background for a video. So I thought I'd weigh in on this Reddit post and do a little video while I was at it, whatever. Um, anyway, new vinyl. Um, it's kind of a topic that's been circulating, and I read the article. I can't remember who it was by or whatever, talking about new vinyl, etc. I think the hobby's slowing down, something like that. Let me tell you, I've got like an inside perspective as to what's happening. I can tell you kind of what my experience has been. I own a record business. We still operate online. I still do physical sales, and things like that. I had a larger brick and mortar in downtown Springfield, Missouri for about 4 years, and that's no longer down there. But I learned a lot and I experienced a lot of what's going on in the vinyl community right now. And I saw this coming. Okay. So, a couple things. There were some indicators. I'm big on indicators and seeing what's happening, and inferring information based on information you see. So, for whatever reason, Tool Vinyl has provided some good indicators for me along the way. One of the first things I noticed was just simply the wholesale cost of tool opiate started creeping up, as we went along. And, that was a record you could get wholesale for, next to nothing. And it's an EP, so there's not that much music on it, right? And I think I would wholesale it in the beginning for maybe $6, $7. Maybe six was too low. We'll say I paid $7, $8 for it. It was super cheap all the time. And I would mark it up and I'd feel bad charging, I think it was maybe 15, something like that. Uh, I MSRP was right around that. Maybe I was a little bit above it, but um, yeah, I was like, oh, that's too much. And people willingly would pay it. That's what everybody else was charging, whatever. Uh, Fast forward, MSRP on that record, I think now is what I used to charge for it. And don't quote me, but I know it's gone up. I don't want to get sued or anything, but it is definitely not $7 anymore. And I've seen that trend with a lot of records. A lot of releases have gone up. And I know at my shop, I saw the writing on the wall, not that I couldn't make money anymore. You know, I certainly could. I could continue to mark things up for the same amount that I was. But for me, it was more, I'm not going to pass this cost on to my customers. I don't think this is right. Um, and I'm not going to play this game. A lot of that happened post COVID. Another indicator for me, and again, I'm not going to say that I explored a lot of the economics behind it. I'm not going to say I did a lot of research. I'm just going, shooting from the hip. And, you know, I'm not going to try to justify price increases, try to, say they shouldn't have happened, whatever. I'm just talking about what is and the decisions that I've made. So another great indicator was the Audio Technica LP120. I believe the LP120 BT. $299 plus tax before COVID, $399 plus tax post COVID. I'm not sure what changed for their process, whatever. But for me, in my area, $300 for a turntable is a pretty significant investment for somebody. That's a lot of money to spend on a turntable. That's them saying, I love vinyl and I want to get into this hobby. And, I was okay with selling somebody in my community a $300 turntable, brand new with a warranty, 2-year warranty with all those features, etc. Um, Post COVID, when my costs started being $300, I thought, man, I'm just not, enough is enough, you know? I'm not going to sell this thing. I'm a turntablist, okay? I'm a turntable DJ. I've used Technics 1200s my entire career, almost my entire career. I started off with on some cheaper stuff. Look, I know what a quality turntable is built like. I know what a quality turntable feels like. All right? That being said, I know how much those cost, especially brand new. You're not going to touch a 1200 for what you can buy an Audio-Technica for. However, when you feel the difference, when you know the difference, it's really hard to justify selling somebody a $400 turntable, Audio-Technica turntable, when you could sell them a used Technics 1200 that's way better. I said it. I said it. You know, I said it. It's not that AT puts out a bad product. It's just I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't charge my customers an extra $100 for that turntable when I don't know why it's an extra $100, and nobody told me. So, and like I said, I didn't do that much. I didn't bother to research that much. You know, inflation. I don't know, man. What I do know is I feel like that's too much money. Sorry. So that's not vinyl. That's Audio-Technica. That's an indicator. That's me getting on a soapbox. Thanks for sticking around if you still are. The vinyl end of that. The other end of that was, okay, so during COVID, it was impossible to get certain titles for shops like mine anyway. Maybe the bigger shops were getting titles. I do some traveling. One other thing I noticed, a big indicator that I noticed during my travels, is that because it was so, I think this is my theory, because it was so difficult to get new vinyl, especially hot titles during COVID, these stores were stocking up, buying new vinyl. I kind of saw it coming early and thought, okay, this is a way, especially walking and seeing these other stores out in the wild, because what I noticed was tons of new vinyl on bottom shelves, tons of new vinyl backstock. And it's like, okay, these big one-stops are essentially absorbing our used vinyl profits in new vinyl, and they're trading us. That's okay for the customer, but what they're really doing is they're just getting in on the record store's used vinyl margin. And that's how they can charge those high prices. And that's how record stores can afford to stay in business paying those high prices. Because the margin on new vinyl is terrible. I'm just going to say it, terrible. And on top of that, some of the people that, independent record stores order from are their own competition. That's right. Sometimes you would find, or you can find, the same record. I might buy it for X amount, sell it for, we'll say $8 more. Well, guess in store. Well, guess what? You're going to find it for $6 more than I paid for it on Amazon. So if I'm lucky enough to have somebody in my store, I'm lucky enough to make that sale. Otherwise, my own distributor is going to get that sale. You understand how this is going? It's crazy, right? It is crazy. Maybe it's to the point where the distributors don't need the brick and mortars. That might be it too. They're selling enough online, that they can price the brick and mortars out and just greed. I said maybe. I don't want to get sued. Okay. Maybe that's what's happening, right? Why can I talk like this? Why can I talk openly about it? It's because I have shifted my model quite a bit. It's because I don't just do vinyl anymore. It's because I've gotten into cassettes, VHS, Laserdisc. I'm all over the place. Um, I do a lot of used. Uh, I'm very fortunate. I live below my means. I love what I do, and I don't have to spend extravagant amounts of money. Thankfully. So that's why I can talk about this stuff openly. My paycheck is not affected by new vinyl. Another indicator. Two more coming up. Another indicator was the Tool box set, the Fear Inoculum box set. Okay, so the CD when it came out was huge. It had the little LCD screen in it, huge. You couldn't get it. I think it sold for more than retail right when it came out. So, as a retailer, I think a lot of us were looking at it going, "Oh man, the CD was great. What's going to happen with that box set? Vinyl." And myself included. So I'm like, I got to get in on this pre-order early. I got to make sure I'm getting a ton of these things. I got to be ready. And so that happened. And this is the first rendition of the Tool box set. We're talking about the 5LP, okay? So I got ready for that. And I'm like, this feels different. I don't know what's going on. It feels different. Nobody's really ordering the pre-order on my end. Then I start looking at inventory numbers, and typically on the back end on a hot title, what you're going to find is, they make it out of 99 in the warehouse, right? They've got 99 in stock. So if it's 99 out of 99, they have more than that. And they're flush with them, right? But if a title goes under that 99 mark on the distributor website, they're running out in the warehouse. And that's a hot title. You better get it while you can, because once it's gone, you don't know when you're getting it back. So what I noticed with this Tool 5LP set was, oh no, it's 99 out of 99 for days on end. It's not wavering. They've made too many of these things. Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw the writing on the wall, and I thought, man, this is a hot item. If they're making too many a Tool, they're making too many of a lot of people right now. And something's gonna happen, right? So I actually canceled my order. I think I probably can't. I got maybe 3 of those box sets in, but I had a bunch ordered. I was like, nope. I shrunk my order way down. I'm so glad I did. When that when that was released, I follow the guys up at Planet Score in St. Louis fairly closely. I try to stop by there when I'm in town, and those guys are funny and et cetera. But anyway, they were using those Tool box sets as doorstops, whatever, posting about it on social media because it was a bust for retailers. At least for me, at least I'm assuming for them. Maybe there's the crazy, rogue retailer out there that made a bunch off of them. Congratulations. Um, so it is getting bad, guys. It is getting bad. I don't know why it costs so much right now. I don't. But I know that I stopped playing that game, and that I will only order stuff that makes sense to order. As far as I'll only order things new that I feel comfortable passing on to my customer. That if I were a customer, I'd feel okay paying for, right? If I'm not going to pay $35 for this record, $40 for this record, I'm not going to make you pay $30, $40 for this record, and I'm just not going to get it. I'm going to wait till it comes in used. And that means I miss the hype train, I miss all that stuff, but you know what? I'm okay with that. That's my philosophy. In no way am I saying new vinyl is bad. I love new vinyl. I love the vinyl culture. I'm just saying something needs to change. Hopefully it can. Hopefully we don't get priced out of our own hobby. I've seen it happen a lot of times in my lifetime. You know, the only good part about it is that, if it gets priced out, if it gets too bad, records are going to get real cheap. So, um, you know, here's what I'm going to say. I've said a lot. If you have any questions or whatever, if you want me to talk on it more, I certainly will. Um, but I think I can end it on this. Um, Remember why you started collecting. You know, uh, it's all about the music to me. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's not about that for you, but I started collecting for the music. I started collecting what I like. I certainly have collected for the financial aspect. I've made money. I want to continue to do this and to continue to do something I love. So of course I have to make money. I know a lot of people talk badly about that, but it's part of it. Um, but I can say that uh, just collect what you like. Enjoy this hobby. Collect what you like. Be smart. Don't make stupid financial decisions. Buy great used stuff. It's out there. Um, a lot of it may even sound better, than the new stuff you're going to buy. Um, it's time to take a look at your own collecting style. I've seen a lot of people jump off and collect cassettes. Some people are going back to CDs. You know, um, there's options out there. That's what's great about it. And we're just seeing changes. Every hobby, any hobby over time, baseball cards, beanie babies. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, baseball cards, beanie babies, comic books, uh, whatever the case may be, collectibles always go up and down. And I can say this too, stick to the classics, stick to the good stuff, stick to what everybody's always collected. Uh, if you want to hang on to something of value. I'm talking about your Beatles butcher covers. I'm talking about your first pressings of Black Sabbath. I'm talking about, um, you know, German imports. I'm talking about Japanese imports. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about rare soundtracks. Uh, those things are always going to hold some sort of value, while new vinyl is a huge gamble, if you're in it for the money. Uh, so yeah, just collect the good stuff. Collect quality and you can't go wrong. Collect what you like and you can't go wrong. Um, the market, no matter what it is, will always sort itself out. So whether you know it or not, we are determining the market right now. So I'll leave you with a market prediction. I do think there is a bubble, and I do think the bubble will burst. Now, what does that do to new vinyl? I'm not really sure. I think it brings the price down to a reasonable level, but I also think it damages the hobby some, quite frankly. However, I also think that the hardcore collectors, we're going to stick around because we love it. And I think what that's going to do is just cultivate more serious people, and then other people are going to jump on board too. The less serious people will fall away. That's the natural order of things. Um, I'm here for the long haul. I hope you are too. While you're here, if you want to check out what I've got and tell me how high my prices are, which I'm always working to bring them down. Some of them are high. But anyway, check out heavyheadsrecords.com. I've got all kinds of stuff on there. You know what? Download the app if you can. And yeah, it's nice to meet you. Like I said, if you have any more questions, let me know. Check out my other videos. Like, subscribe, share. I'll catch you next time.